Number 5. The live television murders that were also posted on social media by the perpetrator. In August 2015, a man who was fired from his job as a television reporter took revenge against a small-town Virginia news station by executing 2 of his former co-workers on live television. He then posted the disturbing first-person documentation of the carnage on Twitter and Facebook, along with disturbingly matter-of-fact commentary. Vester Lee Flanagan II fatally shot news reporter Allison Parker and her camera operator Adam Ward. After carrying out the shocking on-air execution, the gunman fled and posted the video of the attack on social media from his point of view, while also writing about his grudges against the 2 journalists. 5 hours later, police cornered Flanagan in Fauquier County, Virginia, where he shot himself in an attempt to commit suicide. He initially survived the gunshot wound, but died not long after. Number 4. The NASA launch disaster that unfolded on live TV. On January 28, 1986, as millions watched, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded 73 seconds into flight, ending the lives of 7 astronauts on board. With Kristen McAuliffe set to be the first teacher in space, NASA had arranged to broadcast the full mission into many schools via satellite. The public did not have access to this unless they were one of the few people with satellite dishes. What most people recall as a live broadcast was a taped replay broadcast soon after the actual event. Number 3. The comedian whose onstage death was initially thought to be a part of his act. On April 15, 1984, millions tuned in to watch the hit variety show called Live from Her Majesty's, only to see comedian Tommy Cooper suffer a fatal heart attack on stage. As he collapsed to uproarious applause from an audience who thought it was all to be a part of the act, the 63-year-old Welsh comedy legend died as he lived, making people laugh. In the middle of his act, he dropped to the floor and was sitting motionless and upright with his knees underneath him. As time ticked on, both the audience and crew members started to realize something terrible had happened. The show went to quick commercial break. Meanwhile, back on stage, desperate efforts were being made to pull the curtain around Cooper's motionless 6'3" slump frame. During a second commercial break, Cooper's body was moved to Westminster Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Number 2. The felon whose suicide was broadcasted live on Fox News. Carjacking suspect Joden F. Romero shot himself in the head on live television after leading the police on an hour-long, high-speed car chase in 2012 as Fox News viewers looked in on horror. Fox was covering the chase using a live helicopter. News anchor Shepard Smith told viewers that the video was supposed to be on delay so it could cut off if something went wrong. Smith, who was reporting as the camera followed the chase, repeated, "Get off, get off, get off," as he saw that Romero was about to take his life. Before the network could cut to commercial, Romero put the gun to his head and fired. After the break, Smith returned to the air and said, "It is insensitive, it is wrong, and it won't happen again on my watch." However, the damage was already done. Number 1. The man whose suicide standoff and suicide on live TV preempted children's programming. Daniel Jones was a single man who lived alone and worked in maintenance at a Los Angeles hotel. In 1998, he found a lump in his neck and had been reliably informed it was cancer. He was also HIV positive. Jones believed he was being poorly served by his health insurance carrier. In one of the most graphic and bizarre events ever to unfold on live television, he parked his pickup truck on a very busy freeway intersection, set it ablaze, and then shot himself in protest. As the event played out, 7 news helicopters hovered above, showing the whole thing live and in close-up. Afterwards, news directors vowed to stick to medium shots.